Minick would like to say a few words.
A star for once in my life. Let me get this one out so I can go back to drinking, please. So I remember the Wednesday afternoon very well. I was at a training class in the city, and I was running back to the path to get back to Hoboken, and the cell phone rings. And it was Greg, which is not unusual. We very often will talk during the week and random times, but this one was a little different. The conversation went something like, dude, what's up? Not much, you? Want to be the best man at my wedding? Sure, okay, fine. Done. But with that, I was given two very large responsibilities. The first is a bachelor party, and the second is this speech.
I don't want to know about the bachelor party.
Don't worry.
All right, good.
No, you don't.
Now,
Who said that? You definitely said that.
now, some might argue that planning a bachelor party for 15 guys in Montreal would be a little more difficult than writing this speech. Well, when you go back as long as Greg and I do, that may not be the case, because we kind of celebrate something of our own anniversary this week. We start our 24th year of friendship, and that's a lot of time. That's a lot of time and a lot of events to think about. So, exactly. So I went back and I thought about all the homework that he stole from me. I thought about all the parties we went to, all the football games, the time you hog-tied me to a bed after a night of drinking at Rutgers.
I did do that.
And none of these were interesting enough, or quite frankly, things I'd even talk about in front of a crowd like this. So I searched for a theme, and it hit me. Let me talk about the things that Greg broke. I think it was 7th grade, you might remember a little better. I'll set the scene for you. It's Manalapan Recreation baseball field. Greg's at bat. I'm playing first base. He hits the ball down to third. The throw comes, it's a little bit offline. I reach back, I grab it. Next thing I know, Greg runs to my arm and breaks my wrist.
I'm aggressive.
To that point,
I'm an aggressive player.
If you remember, I was actually the third bone that you broke that year. You almost got kicked out of the league that year.
I played hard.
And to add insult to injury, my team won the championship that year, and I couldn't play the rest of the year. Still broke my arm. Fast forward, end of sophomore year, Rutgers University, go Knights. Had to get that cheap plug in. At the end of sophomore year, Greg and I just finished our last final. I had just gotten a brand new car, my first car, a 1998 Mitsubishi Galant. 4-door, beautiful. $199 a month at least, I think. So, to a little background, Rutgers has these golf carts that they use, the maintenance department uses. And so we come back from the final, and I park down this hill, and Greg opens the door. Next thing you know, this cart runs through my door, and my door's next to my hood.
I didn't see him.
I think you still owe me $2,000 for that
I didn't see him.
one. But I can say honestly that there are things that he hasn't broken. And that's our friendship, our brotherhood, our trust, and our respect for one another. It was interesting because I said to him in the car this morning that when they go away for their honeymoon and I'm traveling after that, there will be 3 weeks that we don't see each other, and that's probably one of the longest periods of time, over 23 years, that we may not see each other.
Take them with her on the honeymoon.
No, absolutely not. But I know it's these same sorts of qualities that he brings to his relationship with Julie. And when I was trying to think about what to say about Julie, I tried to remember back the first time I ever met you. And I couldn't. Because I thought there were two reasons I couldn't remember. Either you didn't make much of an impression on me, or more likely, we drank a lot. Because Julie and I share a passion for Bud Light. So So then I try to think about other reasons why I think she's such a special person. And so Nancy stole a little bit of my line, but we share another passion. We like to eat. Nobody enjoys a good restaurant like you and I both do. Right?
Oh, yes.
And then I thought, she reminds me a lot of my mother. They have this, they both have this insatiable desire to clean. There's one slight difference though. She'll sometimes clean in the buff. Which is true.
I don't want to get bleach on my clothes.
Exactly. She doesn't want to get bleach on her clothes. But when I really thought about what I wanted to say, Greg actually helped me with this one, and he didn't even realize it. Because one of the names that he has for Julie is Jewel. And to me, I think that describes what you are. The ability you have to light up a room when you walk into it. The ability to battle through any adversity thrown your way. And the ability to have, as you like to say, good times for everybody. And so with that, this journey that began with a random road trip, let's hear it for Slosher. As this journey takes its next step, I ask you all, I don't have one, but raise a glass and keep drinking the rest of the night. Love you too, babe.